Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Sam, and I'll be your moderator. In just a second, we're going to be joined by Neva Bradley. Neva is one of our certified financial planners, and she is going to be providing you with some vital strategies to build, protect, and transition your wealth through retirement. Before Neva comes on, though, I'd like to very quickly just remind you we are not affiliated nor endorsed whatsoever by any specific company, so please keep that in mind as you're listening along with Neva today. After the presentation has ended, you will be redirected to our homepage where you can book an appointment with Neva or one of our other Fortune 500 focused advisors if you wish. You can also take advantage of our complimentary cash flow analysis, which Neva will go into some detail about with you. Throughout the presentation, if you find you have a question, please feel free to enter it in the Q&A box. It is completely anonymous, and I will be fielding these questions to our advisors, and I'll make sure that someone addresses your question with you as soon as possible. So please ask away. We encourage all of your participation and engagement. And without further ado, let's get into the presentation with Neva Bradley.
Thank you, Sam, for that introduction, and thank you all for joining us and being a part of the webinar today. As Sam had mentioned, my name is Neva Bradley. I am one of the retirement advisors at the Retirement Group. Today we're going to be discussing women and wealth. I'm very excited about this session in our series. We're going to be discussing strategies to build, preserve, and enjoy your retirement. Were you aware that 50% of women aged 55 to 66 do not have any retirement savings? This is something that we would like to change. Women have some very unique obstacles when it comes to building their own personal wealth. Lower pay, job interruptions, greater responsibilities for caring for family members. This goes beyond caring for children and raising children. It's extended to helping family members as they age. Recently, some data has come in that has shown the gap widening between men and women and where their standing is with their own financial resources toward retirement. Women have shown poor results in their savings, their planning, borrowing, and spending. In this webinar today, we'd like to give some strategies on how to bolster those accounts. There's two simple ways that we'd like to start with. One is saving early and saving often and frequently. By doing so, you're going to capture a couple of things. By starting early, you're going to get the benefits of compound interest. And by saving periodically throughout the year, you're going to capture the benefits of dollar cost averaging. Remember that it is not timing the market that's important for your investment account, but time in the market. Try to also avoid tapping into your 401k when, or your retirement account when unforeseen things happen, like job interruptions, like unforeseen expenses that come up. Because of the penalties that are associated with early withdrawals before the age of 59 and a half and the tax implications of taking money out of this account, it really has a significant impact on the overall balance at the end of the day. I always like to remind people to don't leave money on the table. And what I mean by that is if you are a participant in a company-sponsored plan, like a 401k, 403b, 457 plan, often there's a company match associated with that benefit. It's important to know how that formula works in order to participate at a minimum of getting the most match that you can. In doing so, you're essentially doubling your money and not leaving anything on the table. Another thing to consider is the other tax preferential benefits that may be a part of your benefit package. Don't overlook the flexible spending account or the health savings account. These two are vital in paying for medical costs that you may incur either now or much later as we age. Everything collects in this account on a tax deferred basis, and you get to pull it out tax free to pay for medical related bills. Two super important accounts, don't overlook them. If you foresee a departure from work, something's happening in your life where you're going to be away from work, you could plan ahead and start putting more money into your savings account to take care of that gap that you're going to be gone. That way, that time away won't impair your nest egg. Another thing to consider is any salary increases that you get throughout the year or bonuses that you may get. Consider sheltering them in your plan. Often the plan administrator has a feature on their system which will automatically update how much is coming out of your savings account, so you don't have to do it. And often it can match exactly the percentage that you generally get in wage increases. Trust me, you're not going to miss the money. Insurance is another important component to your overall financial health. It protects your investment accounts from unforeseen things like an injury that may take you away from work. Often when that happens, the retirement account is dipped into to pay for much needed bills at home while you're not earning an income check. Disability insurance, which is really income replacement, is a great policy to own. So is life insurance. You can either purchase them through the employer. There's salary reductions that come out of your paycheck to pay for the policy. If that's not available, a private policy is your next choice. Also, if you're in the market for a new job, searching in the future, remember negotiating your salary is something that is expected. So if you're receiving an offer that is undervalue of what your position should be earning in your marketplace, barter for a better one. Negotiate it. Try and get as much as you can because you don't want to be paid under what the market is giving for your job skill set. And again, employers are expecting it these days. If you're getting a little bit a later start to your retirement savings, there are provisions out there that allow you to catch up. The IRS has made it possible for anyone that's 50 or over to put even more money into the 401k or an individual retirement account. In 2024, your 401k allows 23,000 to be tax deferred, an extra 7,500 for anyone 50 and over. The IRA, 7,000 is the amount you can put in, 8,000 if you're 50 or over. Those are really great vehicles to get your retirement plan back on track if you started a little bit late. A lot of these different things that we've spoken about today can be put together into an organized financial plan. We believe 100% that this is critical in knowing where you stand with the savings rate that you're currently on. It factors in other things like Social Security, possible pension income. It's a very, very important tool that empowers you to take control of your retirement future, get on track with the appropriate level of savings so that you know where you're at so you can retire when you want and have the retirement that you've dreamed of. The retirement group has been helping corporate employees transition into retirement for decades now. It's our thorough understanding of corporate plans, corporate benefit plans, private plans, Social Security that allow us to help model specific situations for people. Everybody has a unique roadmap, and we are skilled to talk with you and help you through what you'd like to model. So if any of you would like to have a private or personal conversation with myself or anyone on the team, there's several ways that you can reach out to any one of us. You can scan either one of the QR codes that appear on the screen. The one on the right will take you directly to our LinkedIn page. This page is a great resource center for upcoming webinars that we're going to be hosting. It also has a library of complimentary ebooks on financial topics that you can download. The QR code on the left will take you directly to the scheduling calendar where you can schedule a meeting, again, with myself or anyone on the team. You can call us or simply send us an email. I'm going to take just a few minutes to go over several of the questions that came in through the chat feature while we were together on this webinar today. I only have time for a few questions. If there was one that I didn't address now, you can reach out to us, pardon me, and we'll address your specific question and concern. We did notice that a number of you had the question of what should I consider when deciding the right time to start taking Social Security? Great question, an important question. Social Security is by far one of the most important streams of income for retirees. Planning on when to take that stream of income is unique to every person's situation. Things to consider are your own health concerns, your family life expectancy, your household income need. All of those things need to be considered in order to, accurately pinpoint the best time to take that income. Every year that you delay past the age of 62, you get an 8% boost in the income amount that you can get from that agency. It stops at age 70, so at that point, just start taking your Social Security. But anywhere between 62 and 70, it's a real personalized decision, and we can help you with that. The financial plan that I mentioned earlier in our discussion is an invaluable tool to help with that analysis. The second question that came in is how can I ensure that my retirement savings will be with me throughout my retirement? In other words, I don't want to run out of money, and how can I plan against that situation? I believe that this is the biggest concern for retirees, is running out of money. And one of the most important tools that you can have to help mitigate that is a budget. Getting together what you bottom line need in retirement. Factor in some unforeseen expenses like healthcare and some leisure that you want to do in retirement. Get it all together. Get together, your resources. As long as your portfolio generates a return that is your distribution, in other words, isn't exceeding the return in your portfolio, you should be fine. And that situation of running out of money will not impact you. Again, the financial plan is a great tool to help with that. The last question that I'm going to address today are, what are some of the strategies that I can implement if I started a little bit late in my savings for retirement? Thank you for that question. It's a great one. I mentioned earlier the provisions within the IRA and the company sponsored plans that allow 50-year-olds and greater to put more money away. Take advantage of that. If you can and your budget allows you to, sock away as much as you can in those accounts. They allow you to. As you're nearing retirement, 50 and above, you won't regret it. Another thing to possibly consider is any windfalls that you get during the year, like bonuses. Maybe it's a tax refund. Consider socking it away in your savings account. It will make a big difference. My name is Neva Bradley. It's been a pleasure sharing this time with you. I thank you again for joining. I look forward to seeing you in our next session of Women and Wealth, or possibly in an upcoming meeting. Thanks again.